Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, this might seem early for you guys, but I'm going to talk about predictions for Vader Episode 2. Real exciting stuff going on with Star Wars Theory. Kind of feels like this is like Vader week on this channel, but I'm going to keep going with it. Here's what I'm thinking. We've seen some things unfold now, and obviously the big news of the week is that Star Wars Theory is not going to use the Star Wars music for Episode 2. And, yeah, that hurts, but you know what? I think if he gets a nice soundtrack that fits the feel of what's going on, we're probably going to get a lightsaber fight and all that kind of thing. I don't think it's totally necessary to have. I think we can enjoy it. I mean, he's going to have to do a good job. He's going to have to nail it. But, you know, I think it's fine without it. I mean, it could have no music, and that might even be good. And you know what I was thinking? If it has no music, we could just put our own music in. If I had a blank copy of that thing, I've been doing some editing now myself, we could just put in music and just enjoy it. I mean, after all, he's making it for the fans. This is kind of like one big community homemade project, if you will. So I think that's going to be fine. It's not really going to interrupt much. Okay, now I'm going to say something about Samuel L. Jackson and Mace Windu, and please try to follow me, because before I start, what I'm going to say is this. I love Samuel L. Jackson as an actor, pretty much down the line, everything is in. I love Mace Windu as a character, and I even love the way he was in Episode 3. He was great. But, here's what I'm going to throw out there. He's not necessarily one of those characters that I can't imagine somebody else playing. I can imagine other people playing the role of Mace Windu and making it really good. For example, Harrison Ford playing Han Solo, it's really hard to imagine someone else. Or Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Billy D. Williams, you know, these really classic characters. It's just so hard to see somebody else as the character. For me, personally, Mace Windu is not necessarily one of those characters where I just can't imagine anybody except Samuel L. Jackson. Again, I think he's great, but I think if they get an actor that nails it down, I think it's going to be fine, and it's not going to be very distracting for me personally. And now that we've seen Star Wars Theory's thoughts and mindset on making the film up close and personal, which is what we thought anyway, but he really said it flat out about, you know, his family and how it meant something to the fans and, you know, forget the money. I think he's going to take some of the criticism he got to heart and he's going to make those improvements 100%. Whereas a major company makes some improvements sometimes, but, you know, still pulls the same crap. For example, for me personally, my biggest gripe with the film was that the Emperor was just, you know, there too much, and that is one of the actors where it's very hard to imagine as anybody else, and I wish his time was cut down, or I wish they had more shots from behind, kind of far away, and, you know, kind of not hid the fact that it's a different actor, we know that, but just had it work a little better, kind of blend in more with everything, so to speak. So, again, my point here is I think he's going to take criticism to heart like a real film director and real filmmaker should, and it's going to be even better because of that. Now, I'm going to make another prediction that I'm not sure people are worried about, but this is something people should really be happy about, and what I've been saying in the last couple of videos, and maybe even a little bit before this, about Mike Zero, is that when you have attention in the media, it only helps you. So all this is going to do is bring fans to flock to his side, to give him more funds, to make a great Episode 2. There's absolutely nothing negative about this except, you know, we get that shitty feeling that Disney's getting money they shouldn't necessarily get. And, you know, aside from that, it's going to work out great. And he's just going to prosper more. I'm going to donate some money when I get a chance, and I'll let you guys know when that happens. And I've heard the same thing from other people. Even if it's $1, even if, like, everyone watching this video donated $1, you know, think how much that is, then everyone else watching the next guy's video or whatever, yeah, it would be crazy, and he's just going to be able to make a, you know, Grand Slam Episode 2. That sounded really cheesy. I apologize for that. And this isn't a prediction, but in our best case, Disney can look at this and say, hey, damn, like, yeah, this is what the fans want. Maybe, like, we should try something like this. You know, and then we'll just get better quality Star Wars moving forward. That's a long shot. I mean, I think there are a lot of stubborn pricks up there, but you know, obviously they're paying attention to it, and obviously they see the results. The thing has 6 million freaking views or something like that. That's huge. Alright, so one last thing I want to say that somebody said was Disney should have just hired Star Wars Theory. So instead of turning, you know, a stranger into a powerful ally to help them make, I don't know, billions of dollars, they kind of make him somebody who's irritated with them and who has to pay them for his hard work. Great move, Disney. You guys proved that you are not only greedy, but yeah, pretty stupid, I guess. Before I go, let me wrap up my thoughts real neat. I think we're going to get an exceptional lightsaber battle and some real good action, because, like he said, he's listening to the fans, he wants what we want, and I just think he's not going to fail on that. Furthermore, I think we're going to get that because he's probably going to fix up some, you know, minor little mistakes and complaints that people had with Vader Episode 1. I don't think the music is going to matter much. Yeah, we'll miss it a little bit, but, you know, if it's good music, it'll be better than Solo. That had pretty bad music. And, like I said, I mean, if he releases an edit with no music, I'll just put my own Star Wars music in and watch it at home. How about that? And, like I said, the other prediction was, I think he'll have a lot more funds to make this one in the end than he did for Episode 1, because we're all going to be behind him now. And people who weren't planning on being behind him now are going to be behind him. Okay, I'm ending this one here. You guys let me know in the comments, what's your prediction for Episode 2 of Vader? What do you think of my predictions? Community's growing little by little. Gotta thank all the new subscribers. I got a patron. Lots of cool stuff going on here. I do shoutouts, special thanks, and I will see you next time.